Hello, my name is Jennifer Parr, and welcome to our second episode of the Songbird series, Aligning to the Melody of Your Soul. Our song today is Jody Messina, Dare to Dream. We can be strong and do anything if we dare to dream. Dare to dream, yeah, dare to dream. I chose Dare to Dream because I think it's such an important topic to talk about. I want to inspire you to dream big. So I'm going to share today 3 common blocks to dreaming big, and then some examples of how you can take steps to achieving your big dreams. So I'm going to start with the 3 common blocks. So the first block, to holding yourself back, keeping yourself small, and not dreaming big, is lack of self-worth. So I personally experienced this. I went through this. I overcame it. And what I want to share and remind you is that lack of self-worth is truly just an illusion. It's not true. We are all divine beings, and we are all encoded with everything we need to succeed. So any dream that you have, no matter how big, if it's something truly in your heart and you feel it and you know that it's something you really just, you know that it's part of you and you want it so badly, you have everything in you need to succeed. And so I just want to remind you of that, to claim your worth, know that you are worthy, and know that you can achieve it. The second common block to not dreaming as big as we possibly can dream is not giving yourself permission. Have you ever given yourself permission to dream really big, to really follow your heart? I know so often, even in my life, we grow up with our parents telling us what to do. You need to go to school. You need to do your chores. You need to get a degree. Society kind of tells you what you need to do. And sometimes we haven't actually been given the permission or ever acknowledged that we have our own agenda. We have our own, purpose and desires. And so to give yourself that permission, to tell yourself you're allowed to dream big. You have the potential within you, and you can achieve anything that you want. You don't have to listen to anybody else. So give yourself that permission. The third common block to not dreaming big is not celebrating yourself. So say you set this big goal for yourself, and then you achieve it, and then you just go and set another goal, because then you're like, well, I achieved that, but now I need to achieve this, and now I need to achieve this, and now I need to achieve this. And you don't really stop and acknowledge what you've achieved. And if you don't do that, it doesn't make it fun. It takes away the fun in the process, and it's all about the journey and the process. So my suggestion is to celebrate yourself. Set a goal, a big goal, or even a small goal. And when you achieve it, acknowledge yourself for that. Be proud of it. Because that's a common block, because if you're not celebrated and there's nothing really great you get out of it, you're kind of like, what's the point? Why set these big goals? I might as well just stay where I am. I'm comfortable, and, I'll just stay here because that works. But if you can really acknowledge and celebrate and, just get into that energy, it will help you in being more excited about setting these big goals and looking forward to achieving them. A quick side note, if you don't really know what your big goals are, I encourage you to get out a piece of pen and a paper. You can even pause this video right now, or set a time and commit to doing it, and make a list of your goals, your bucket list, your big audacious goals for yourself in your life, and write them out. Whatever they are, no matter how big. Travel, a house, starting your own business, having true love, having a family, whatever it is, all your goals, write it down and write them on paper. And then what I want you to do is kind of like on a scale of 1 to 10 right now, figure out which goals are really strong. Like a 10 is, this is a goal I really want to focus on now. Like I feel this goal, I want it so badly, this is a goal that I really want to achieve for myself. So maybe number them, and like if a goal is a 10, then put that on your list to focus on first. And if a goal is, yeah, I would like that, but maybe not right now, I'm not going to focus on that. So kind of keep that list, but come back to that goal. So once you have your list and once you kind of know what your goals are, I'm going to give you the steps to achieving those goals. I'm going to share some tips for how to achieve your dreams. So when I decided that I was going to move from the East Coast of the U.S. to the West Coast of the U.S., what I did was, number one, I was very clear on my goal. I decided. So that's the first step. Decide what your goal is and be really clear on it. So what I decided was, this was in May, and I decided that on August 1st of that same year, I was going to move to California. So what I did was I then worked backwards from what I decided. So I had to decide where I was going to live. So that involved doing some research. I contacted people that lived in the area, got some local opinions on what areas to live in, did some research online to figure out what area I wanted to live in. So if you're starting a business, for example, it would be the same thing. You could contact other successful business owners that are in that field, do research on that industry, and lay some groundwork, do some research on what you're wanting to achieve. Then I had to plan things like when I was going to quit my job, when I was going to pack, if I was going to drive, or if I was going to fly, just a lot of the logistics that go into moving. And so I planned out when I was going to have those all achieved by, and then I followed through on it. So come August 1st, my car was packed. I had sold and got rid of things that I didn't want to bring with me. I had moved out of my apartment. I had everything ready to move to California. I had committed and I followed through. So what I did was then I just drove cross country and I had this amazing road trip. It was so much fun. And I got here and I found a place to live and I made my dream come true. And so I could have instead said, oh, maybe someday I'll move to California. Maybe one day my job will transfer me, or maybe one day I'll meet a man and then his job will transfer him out there and then we'll move there. Or, I could have said anything and I could have just kind of not done anything about it and stayed where I was living and never took the steps or the action or made a plan and never moved to California. But I can tell you that I'm so happy that I did, that I decided and that I made a plan and I stuck to it and I followed through. And I'm not saying that every single bit of the way was easy, that, doubts and, different things came up like, oh, what am I going to do for a job since I'm quitting my job here on the East Coast and I'm just moving there with no plan, or, money and where am I going to live and is it going to be easy to find a place to live? And of course, things are going to come up when you commit to a goal, especially if it's a big goal. But if you're committed to it, you just keep moving through it. You keep pushing through it. And the results at the end are so worth it. I wake up, honestly, every single day, and I am so grateful to be living in California. I love the sunshine. I love the weather. I love no humidity. I love having my windows open year-round where I don't have to use heat or air condition. I love so many trails around me. I love being 5 minutes away from the beach. I could go on, but I wake up every single day and I am so, so, so happy to be here. And I am so glad that I made this happen for me and took the steps to achieve this goal. It's opened so many doors in my life. So I'm sharing this because I want you to know that anything that you truly feel in your heart is just this big goal that you really want to achieve, you can do it. You have within you every single thing you need to achieve it. And all you need to do is decide and take action and follow through, and you can achieve it. I believe in you. So please dare to dream. Follow your dreams. Dream big. Wishing you so much love. Thank you so much for watching this episode, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.